How do you read a motor vehicle collision report in the state of Oklahoma? Hey everyone, Christopher Stevens here, certified paralegal with the Worth Law Office in Tulsa, Oklahoma, specializing in personal injury law. And today we're going to be walking you through how to read a motor vehicle collision report in the state of Oklahoma. Now, if you were the victim of a motor vehicle collision or any party involved, you may get a copy of the police report if you request it, and the front page is going to look pretty similar to this. Now, up in this corner, you'll have the responding agency, so whether it is Oklahoma Highway Patrol or Tulsa Police Department, that'll be where you can get the information there, and you'll also have your case number here, which is a specific identifier for each report. Now, on the front page, you will have usually two drivers. You will have the person who the police believe were at fault and the person who the police believe were the victim. Now, most of the time, these are identified as the at-fault party as unit number 1 and the victim party, unit number 2. There you will find the person's contact information, insurance information if available, also who the owner of the vehicle was, not just the driver. So that portion will give you quite a bit of the information that you will need, especially if you're looking to file a claim. Now, the next page we'll be discussing is this page here. Now, at first glance, it might seem pretty overwhelming. There's a lot of information on here covering all kinds of minute detail. Now, the primary area that I look for when looking at a police report is this section right here. That is where the officer will list what they believe were the underlying factors that led to the motor vehicle collision. Now, one thing you always want to look for if you're one of the units involved is you would like to see a 98. A 98 means no unsafe, unlawful contributing factors. Now, in this particular instance, we have a 13. They were following too closely for the human element. So you can find up here for each unit what the officer thought. Now, next we will have the narrative page. On the narrative page, the officer will lay out a brief description on their observations of what occurred. They might also list any witness statements or any other pertinent information that they feel like needs to be added to the report. And finally, we have the diagram of the collision. Now, vast majority of the time, the officer will list out a brief diagram showing the streets, showing the placement of the vehicles, and also how the collision itself occurred. Now, as always, if you find yourself in the need of legal counsel, we can be reached at worthlawoffice.com and makelaweasy.com. Thanks. Have a good one.